Today let's answer some typical questions for the TOEFL exam. For example, let's start with this typical question from the oral test. What is your favorite place to visit on weekends? Describe it and explain why it is your favorite place to go. So, ¿cuál es tu lugar favorito para visitar los fines de semana? Descríbelo y explica por qué es tu lugar favorito para ir o lugar favorito de ir. It doesn't matter here whether you answer the truth, something real, or if you're making it up, if you're inventing something. What matters here is that you try to speak fluently, you try to use vocabulary, show off your grammar skills. So just make up anything, okay? Just feel free. For example, I will make up something right now. I will say, my favorite place on the weekends is to go to Punta del Este. My parents have a house there near the beach. So I go for a weekend. I like to walk along the beach, along the coast. Doesn't matter if it is cold in winter, because even if I don't get into the water in the sea, I can walk on the sand, I can go out and run, I can walk in the forests, I can go to my favorite restaurants and take it easy and relax. And when there are not too many tourists in the cold season, I can enjoy the quietness. It's not so crowded. It's even cheaper to go out and eat out. So that's a very nice plan for relaxing and coming back to the city a new person. Okay, that's a typical question, a typical answer for the exam. But we can also make up something different. For example, I can say something more intellectual. For example, let's say my favorite place to go on the weekends is my relative's home near the beach, where I can go and they just take it easy. I take a few books with me and I spend the whole weekend reading. I get up late, I go out, I read for a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. Then I like to cook my food, I cook my lunch, my dinner. I enjoy going to the supermarket. Maybe I visit some friends on the weekend. We talk about the books we read. Then before going to bed, I like to read for 2-3 more hours. And once the weekend is over, I go back to the city and I feel a new person. I feel renewed. It really helps me a lot to read, and that's how I relax better on the weekends to start the working week. Okay, so what I just said, I just made it up right now. Okay, for the exam, to prepare the oral, you will have a few minutes to train or to think what you're gonna say, so it's gonna be easier for you. Okay, if now I just made up this spontaneously for the video, you can see how much easier it's gonna be if you can actually prepare it and think what you're gonna say. Okay, remember, it doesn't matter if you get nervous. What matters is that you just speak. Okay, just make up anything, it doesn't matter.